Hey, Paul. Good afternoon. Thank you very much for taking time to talk to me about your journey with Old National Bank, and congratulations on this partnership. And from my side, I'm quite excited. That this is a culmination of the work that we have done jointly over the last 6 months in terms of creating a solution for Old National Bank. So I want to understand, what were the challenges that you have faced, and how you have navigated through those challenges.
Sure. Thanks, Nagesh. Yeah, a little bit about my career. I've been in technology my whole life. I was a developer and coder to start. Worked around in various startups in the insurance industry. After the technology boom and bust in the 90s, settled with Bank One, which had just gotten acquired by JP Chase, and really understood enterprise software development and moved up the ranks there through 13 years and ended up as a managing director, managing various parts of mortgage and auto finance. Took the decision to leave after 13 years. It was a very tough decision, going from an individual contributor to where I had landed at Huntington Bank, primarily due to culture. Huntington had an incredible reputation in Ohio as a family bank, treating their customers incredibly well. And, it was a position I thought I'd never leave. But then when I started talking to some folks at Old National Bank, it was just an incredible opportunity. A company had just transformed itself from a sort of loose federation of geographic units into true business lines of community, commercial, and wealth management. And we're looking to reinvest some of the savings from that into technology. And it's a 185-year-old bank with a deep history, same values of customers, same values of community, but yet almost like a startup, reinventing itself and reinvesting that cash into technology. It was just an opportunity. It was too good to turn down. And so when we look, at Old National, where we are, there's a lot of opportunity. It had been historically underinvested in because of some of those decisions and the organizational design and alignment. And a lot of opportunity to invest in our data centers, in our digital experience and things. So being able to come here and start this transformation with a decision we have and a partnership with Infosys is very exciting, with someone who can help us along on that journey.
Thank you. You talked a lot about, the culture, how what you have seen in Huntington and what you have seen in Old National Bank. So how did you navigate, right, from a banking operations and making sure that technology is up and running, and also ensuring that your employees get that comfort and they're able to support the environment, and how did you actually navigate through these challenges? And I see that you've come out successfully, and we see that you've done some of the largest loan processing in the last 3 to 4 months. I mean, that's quite unprecedented, right? Knowing that you've just joined. So, and I'm interested in learning more about that.
Yeah. I think first off, like a lot of companies, it's just getting folks enabled to work at home, right? And so that involved, a lot of, emergency acquisitions of hardware, monitors, printers, compute, et cetera, to let people able to do their job. I think part of the culture here, we have a lot of trust in employees. And I've been in other companies where they're not as comfortable working from home and they're still, suffering as a result. But we had a good basis from a security standpoint, from a risk and control environment. We're able to get people moving pretty quickly there and get folks enabled and productive. Now we're at the point, again, trusting people and saying, hey, are you comfortable coming back in the office? And really meeting people where they're at, right? And saying, we want to get to a 50% density here in Evansville. And everyone listening to this needs to understand that this is a very regional outbreak and very regional response. So here in the Midwest, we have very, very little infection rates. And so getting to 50% density is very normal here in this part of the country. And so we've talked to our associates and said, if you're not comfortable, if you are either maybe not comfortable, just that's as part of who you are, or you're taking care of a loved one, a family member who is at risk, well, that's fine too. you stay home, and we'll make sure you're productive at home, and we'll also make sure our associates who need a mental break from being at home, which is very common as well, that they can come in and they can do their job effectively. So I think, I think we've got some room to grow, though. When we think about our associates, they are productive, and we've got the right controls and environments and technology for them. For our customers, there's still opportunity we have. There's still things that require folks to come into a branch. There's still things that are just more difficult and digitally to do. And that's where we need to continue to make strides very aggressively. We'll see some of that coming out this year and in years to come as we move on with our digital transformation.
That is excellent. Also, with your vision is very clear in terms of what you want, where you want to see Old National Bank go. Right, you talked a lot about ONB way, right, and how you're trying to align the technology organization to the overall ONB way. I'll be interested to know a little bit more about that whole ONB way and what do you mean in terms of the business strategy and how you're aligning to that.
It's banking. It's regional banking. There's nothing. There's no rocket science here. What we're talking about is removing friction from the system, making it easier for our customers to perform their transactions, giving them more self-service. We're talking about, hey, how do I deepen product relationships? How do I understand their needs better and get in front of those needs? The same themes that everyone in banking has. Those are the same themes.
Beautiful. I mean, that's a great vision, right? Frictionless banking, ensuring that you are deepening your relationship with your clients. And making sure that your CEOs are really able to deliver to the commitment that they have made to their clients, right? Your line of business CEOs. I think this is really great, right? In terms of how you're aligning the technology to what your business vision is and how ONB way is being visualized, is conceptualized within your teams. In all of this, you took a very bold decision, so of selecting Infosys as the strategic partner. So I'm really interested in knowing a little bit more, right, in terms of what was your thinking and what do you see, Infosys playing a partner like Infosys, playing a role in terms of your overall vision and your strategy and objectives.
Sure. I think it boils down to really three things, right? Infosys is an obvious technology leader in this space. They can bring to bear things that we can't. With our size and our geographic location in terms of digital transformation, cloud transformation, robotics, AI, you name it. And that's huge. They understood our needs throughout the detailed RFI and RFP process that we had and brought together a really holistic solution for us that we could really rely behind. Second is the geographic location. Their largest hub in the United States is in Indianapolis, which is a short drive away, but really also the center of our footprint of Old National. And a massive investment that's been made, which will be their largest and US-wide training hub for Infosys as well. So that speaks to our people and the transformation that we need to do as an organization. And the investment in just committing in our people. Infosys, the third thing is Infosys was really the only vendor involved in this process that came back to us with a holistic strategy that really embraced our associates and wanted to transform and give them a career, and did not just approach this from a transactional perspective. So we're really excited about this announcement. It's going live this week. Excited about the future for our associates and the future for technology at Old National.
Thank you very much, Paul. I'm even more excited for this partnership and definitely looking forward to doing some great things jointly with you and learning a lot from you and making sure that we set a standard in the industry, in the banking industry, right, in terms of what we can do from a.
I'm excited as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.